great evening, everyone. I am your girl, Coach Nora, aka the amazing, awesome, super excited queen. I'm on here this evening to give you single, sassy, and save. I know y'all probably like, what is that? What is that, Nora? Like, what have you came up with? What is single, sassy, and save? I'm just gonna tell y'all this. Like, when I thought about single, sassy, and save, right, I was thinking, like, this is how I want to live my life. I want to live my life single, sassy, and save, right? I want to live my life organically, just being single, but with a little sass to it and a little pizzazz to it. But I want to be so authentically me, right? To me being me. One thing I have learned about this is a new podcast. My daughter is not with me tonight because she has her own thing going on. But she says hi, y'all. She says hi, but she has her own thing going on tonight. So I'm gonna let her be her, and I'm gonna do this by myself today, right? But I want to get on here and I want to just dive right into single, sassy, and save, and just give y'all some little nuggets. It's not about so much as being single. It's about being authentically you while walking in Christ and letting God love on you at the same time. I think a lot of times we get construed with the title of a thing that we forget the purpose of a thing. One thing I have learned in this season of my life, this single, sassy, and save, part of my life, is that it has to be organic. And one thing I told myself when I was making this podcast, I said, I want to be so authentically single, but bold and sassy, and deeply rooted in my faith, and just discovering myself as a woman and who I am. So on this podcast, we're going to talk about what the tools we use to discover ourselves as men and women. I will have different people coming on here to talk to you about, their input, so you're not just getting one side of the story. Because, man, y'all can be single, a little bit buff, and saved too. So it's not all about women, but it is about a woman who I have been living this life, right, for a while, quite a while now, single, sassy, and saved, and it has showed me so much about me. So I want to say another thing is I want to show y'all how to refine what it means to be single but saved. I thought about a lot of different names for this show, right? I thought about a lot of different names for this podcast, and I said, you know what? I want to keep it godly, but I want to keep it understanding, right? I want to keep it godly, but I want to keep it understanding, because a lot of times we like, okay, she's single and she's saved, but I'm single, sassy, and saved, right? That means, look, I'm single, I'm enjoying my singleness, but at the same time, I can be a little bit sassy, a little bit sassy with it, right? I can be sassy, I could be a little bit have a little bit of laughter with it, but I could also be, look, I'm still on that cross with God, right? I'm still saved. Nothing's taking me from that cross. Nothing's wavering me. And another thing is, you can do all this while embracing with confidence and sass and spiritual depth, having conversations with the modern day woman. And I should have put modern day man too. You can have conversation with the modern day woman or man. But another thing I want y'all to know is that part of being single, sassy, and saved, you gotta really pull into you. You gotta really be real honest with who you are as a person, and really know what that really looks like. Because a lot of times we put a title on a thing and we're not that. And I even thought about that, like, okay, before I even present this to people, I need to make sure, look, I'm single. I am single. And it's not by choice, because this is where God got me at right now. But another thing is that I have to be sassy, but have confidence in the way God made me as a woman. So this show, we're gonna have lots of topics. One of the topics that I put out of my head was like, how do I prepare myself for my Boaz? How do I prepare myself for my Boaz? And another one is, what do I do to prepare myself for marriage? Or, and I'm gonna keep it real, this one number 3 was like a crazy. Single, sassy, saved, and having sex. Like, I want to bring somebody on here that can talk about that. Like, being single, sassy, saved, and having sex. And I want them to talk to me about how that is. And another thing is like, another question was how to rebuild yourself. And this is going to be something that I think I will go into depths about, because there is several ways to rebuild yourself, but you got to make sure you're applying them right? And then another thing is that we want to be empowered, authentic, spiritually inspired, uncovering the best versions of ourselves. So I want to show y'all, like, you know what, there is some things that you got to do to uncover the best version of yourself, but you got to know this. Whatever you do, keep it godly. Whatever you do, keep it you. Don't be nobody else but yourself. One thing I'm learning as I grow and glow, I'm learning that everything that I did before, I wasn't doing it right. But now that I'm in a state where I'm empowered as a black woman, empowered as a mother, empowered as a woman who's serving in God, who's bowing to God's throne, who's just letting God pour into her, I am so inspired to be where I'm at right now, because if it wasn't for God, I would not be able to say I'm single, sassy, saved, because I have been a lot of things in my life, but I'm good, and I just want to be here to encourage other men and women to live out their life. And another question I wrote down is, what if trauma causes you? What if you cause your own trauma? Like, this is a question that I want to be in this conversation for real, because I think a lot of times we think that trauma comes from people and event based, but sometimes what do you do if you are the cause of your own trauma? And I just want to be a part of that. So single, sassy, say, like I told you, it's going to be about authentic conversations, God-fearing conversations, open and honest conversations, very redefining conversations, authentic empowerment, just inspiring each other as men and women. We're going to inspire each other. We're going to lift each other up. We're going to encourage each other, and we're going to get it done, right? So this is our first little snippet, and the next conversation is going to be even longer, because I'm quite sure that conversation that I wrote down for episode 2, which is happening next Monday, how to prepare yourself for a Boaz. And I cannot wait to drop those nuggets on you, because as I've been learning how to prepare myself for Boaz, I've been just taking little nuggets and just tucking them away, because a lot of times I think we got to lay all our jewels out on the table, where we really don't, because that's not what it's about. So the next podcast will be a lot longer, y'all. It will be a lot longer, but I hope to see y'all there, or I hope to at least get some comments in the comment box saying that, you know what, you can't wait to see how this show evolves. And yes, I am in a car, because guess what, your girl got off work a little bit late, and it was already 6 o'clock, and I was like, I'm not gonna rush to get home. I'm gonna do it right here in this car, because guess what, there's no better place like today. Wherever I decide to be, that's where I decide to be, right? So I just encourage you guys to stay tuned in. You're going to be blessed, and I cannot wait to give you more of Single, Sassy, and Save, and just, I can't wait to get that to you, because guess what, you're going to be so encouraged, You're going to be really, really encouraged, and I cannot wait to give it to you. So as we move forward into whatever God is about to take me to, I just can't wait to be there with you guys, and we can have these deep conversations, because guess what? They must be given. So, I'm your girl, Coach Nora, aka the awesome and amazing self-love coach, coming at you from Single, Sassy, and Save. And I'm up out of here, and I hope to see you soon. I hope to hear from you. Drop me a comment in the box. Tell me that you just let me know that you can't wait to hear, okay? You can't wait to hear the rest, okay? I can't wait to the next episode will be about how to prepare yourself for Boaz. And maybe we'll have somebody on here talk about how to prepare yourself for your Ruth, okay? Because, man, y'all need to know how to prepare for Ruth too, right? Because y'all want them nuggets, okay? So maybe we'll have somebody on here to talk about that too. So I am signing up out of here. I'm your girl, Coach Nora. Like I said, y'all have a good evening. Stay blessed. Stay true to God. Bye.